Hello, hello. I am back to help you do this thing called life. So, if you didn't get to see yesterday's, please go back and take a look at it. One of the things that God kept talking to me about yesterday and this morning, just on repeat, really, I kept hearing that truth is relative. Truth is relative. And that means what truth is for one person is not necessarily that same truth for another. He said that it is really based upon your perspective and your experience. And I gave some examples yesterday. Um, and he went on to say, and this was yesterday, but I've just been revisiting. Because, like I said this morning, I really kept hearing over and over again that truth is relative, and I was like, okay, God, what are you saying? Well, I really believe that God, I believe my purpose is to help bring healing. That's the major part of my purpose is to help bring healing to not only God's people, but people, period, because I believe that the power that heals them can also draw them. So, anyway, I feel like, as God has been really, really stressing this to me, I've just been trying to apply it. I think I'm I think I'm very compassionate and non-judgmental, even if I don't agree with the person's choice. I don't condemn them because of it. Just because don't support it doesn't mean that I don't still care, that I don't still love. So I've always kind of felt like I was okay there, but I think he's pushing me further. And just even like I said, truth is relative. And he said that if he being God, Holy Spirit said that when you don't know 100% of the reasons, and y'all, a lot of times I don't care if it's your child, I don't care if it's your spouse, you have not been in their heart every moment of every day, and all it takes is one statement to throw someone somewhere. And then when over the years it's one statement after one statement after one statement, you don't know what a person goes through. You don't know what has shaped them. Um, you can, and we talked about this too, how there can be five people in the room and they all see the same thing, they all hear the same thing, but when you speak to them, they may highlight different things. They may have heard it in a way that it wasn't even said. All of that is related to experience and perception. Okay. So, um, I heard you don't get to choose someone's experience. Only they themselves can testify to their experience because it is their truth. You don't get to You can describe what you think you know, but you don't get to tell their truth. Only they can do that. Um, and you don't get to tell them. You know how some people be like, "Oh, you had it so good," or "Oh, you had it so." You don't get to tell them what their experience was. You can only offer another perspective, and sometimes we only need to do that when we're asked. Um, Now here's really where I wanted to get, and I'm not going to spend a lot of time on it because I kind of think it's self-explanatory. Listening. This is what I heard. Listening is a powerful ingredient in the healing process. Um, it's important to listen before you interject. Sometimes you don't need to say a thing. You just need to listen. Um, And I was realizing that that's why confessionals are so powerful. Um, and I'm not saying that it always works. Never been a part of one, but like The confessionals, kind of like in the Catholic Church, the reason that they're so powerful, I'm not even necessarily saying effective, but they're so powerful because the people feel comfortable enough to speak their truth, to make a confession, and they do it with anonymity. You know what I'm saying? Like they are anonymously telling their truth. And so they feel like they can be honest. What if it didn't have to be on the other side of a wall through some, little panel or whatever? What if somebody could look you in the eyes and just be totally honest with you and still feel loved and not judged and all that good stuff? Um, that's what I'm working towards. I want people to feel safe in speaking to me. I want them to know that there is no judgment, that there is love. And I think that um, us paying attention to that, realizing that truth is relative, and knowing that you don't get to choose someone else's experience. Sometimes you just need to shut up and listen. Let them tell you their experience. And then perhaps you can offer some insight. Perhaps you can offer some encouragement. But listen, listen, listen. And then have compassion like no other. Okay? I think that's it for today, y'all. I think. Yeah. Well, this has been One More Minute with Marcy. I'll be back tomorrow with another moment. With another moment of momentum producing inspiration. Until then, stay encouraged. And remember, you got to flutter before you can fly. But flying is in your future. I love you.